Hello, good evening everyone. I need to bring on some game sounds. There we go. You should be able to hopefully hear the game now. I must apologise for Chinook. I don't know, he's very keen on getting in front of the camera for some reason every time we're on these multiplayer servers, so I apologise. Can't ignore the admin sometimes. Right. Tweak that. Sort some things out here. There we go. Right. This is going to be the last time I'm going to be in Farm Sim and playing and streaming for, I don't know, probably a week and a half. So let's make the most of it. I'm going to jump in here and look at this. Chinook and I spent, I don't know, 40 minutes on Sunday playing around with some settings, which so far, we're at 30 frames per second. So far, I can do a full 360 and it's worked. So let's fingers crossed that our settings are all working and we can stay in cab. Right, let's, oh, did I fold that? What's happening here? Oh my goodness. Start the engine, Argsy. Unfold the combine, Argsy. Right, we'll get there in a second. What happens when you don't play for a while? There we go, now we can start the sucker up. Right. So we're into it. We're going to be harvesting some linseed today. Got this whole field here to do. It's about the only thing that's actually ready to harvest here on the map. So we'll make the most of it. We're going to do it from in cab for some of it. We'll see. We'll see. For whatever reason as well, this field doesn't actually detect very well for the AI workers until you get further into it. I don't know what the issue is, but it does mean we have to do the first little bit. It's freehand, but anyhow. Thank you everyone for joining. How are we all? I've got to get rid of that window so then I can read and see who is here. Here we go. And say hello to you. Welcome along. Good evening to you, Ollie. How you doing, mate? Hope your holidays are going well. G'day, Brock. Welcome along too. Good to see you. Garrick, good evening. Welcome. Hello, Randy. Hope you're well, my friend. Evening, Bo. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you. Are you around this weekend? Or are you back in Naki? We'll let Chinook unload. We'll put the auger out. 21%. Actually, it's quite a high yielding crop, linseed, so it's probably a good idea we do unload while we can. If you're in the Naki this weekend, let me know. Not the Naki, Topol this weekend, let me know. Hey Bender, evening buddy, welcome along. Where's the John Deere harvester? Actually, I haven't run a John Deere harvester much at all lately. So we're just, we're in the class. Class is probably more appropriate for UK farms, really, isn't it? For everything I know, at least. That's an annoying beep. I'm going to have to close my auger there, Chinook, sorry, because that is a horrible annoying beep as we empty and fill each time. Frustrating. Hey, Huron, how you doing, mate? Enjoy the stream. I will, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so not going to be around for much the next week and a half. I lie. Hopefully FSG and I will be doing something on Sunday night. We'll just have to wait and see. Right, let's see if I can detect the field further down. There we go. See, now I can detect the field, and we can come in and we can put our headlands on, and it still detects the field and everything all the way back here. It's just weird. Doesn't do it. Right, so turn that on. Press our steering assist, and we're off. There we go. Happy days. Now I can concentrate a little bit more on chat and everything else. I'm not talking, you're in the Naki. Dang. I thought that was the case. I thought we'd already talked about that, but I'd ask anyhow. G'day Hyper, welcome mate, good to see you, thanks for joining in. I know you're floating around somewhere in the server. What are you doing? You're in the Massey Ferguson, doing something. Welcome my friend, good to have you here. Solid. I hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone is doing well. It's kind of my Farm Sim fix at the moment, getting on and doing some live streams. Which is good. But I think, did I say, I finally got my test report for the bulk buy bunkers, and the only error that I knew was going to come was in problem I knew was there, but I detected it about a month after I'd submitted them, and there was no way I was going to pull it out and resubmit it and go back to the back of the queue. So there was 3 erroneous texture files that aren't needed that were still referenced in the i3D files that I need to get rid of. Changed the mod description and just a couple other little clarifications, and it'll all be sorted. So not too much, which makes me kind of happy that there wasn't too much to do, that we didn't have to go through and do a whole lot to make it all work. So that's exciting. Might see the bulk bunkers out, maybe if I can get the the fixes done over the weekend while we're away. Maybe get the bog bunkers out over sometime next week. Just have to wait and see how things go. Right, tractor in my way. I feel like I was crashing into something then. This is laggy. Why can I not turn? Oh, there we go. That is laggy. That's why I couldn't turn, because I was gonna go flying. Right, let's see if we can get ourselves sorted out on this headland. There we go. Back off and underway. Ugh. What is going on with this connection? Tell you what, if my kids are on the internet, I'm going to be fuming. Come on. I meant to be going to bed. I meant to be going to sleep. I might have to go and bang on some walls in a second. This stays like that. Drop frames though, so it's more server than stream. G'day Craig, how you doing? Good to see you. Back to work after weekend sick bay and Easter. Also my vacation here in the lowlands. The sun is off for 2 weeks. Miniatures of Dutch landmarks. It sounds like Legoland. I haven't had lag like this for a wee while, have we? Tell you what, it's put it down to school holidays because the kids will be on holiday and watching Netflix and things like that. Right, there we go. What are we up to? 67%. Let's see. I don't know if Chinook's going to be able to unload. He's gone through the hedge and out onto the other side. So, see how far we can get, and then we might just have to unload over the fence or something. We'll see. Hello Hanson. Already talked to you, but hello in chat. When am I doing the Australian Hawks map for FS25? Not sure, Brock. I'm kind of, after having had a play on, I kind of want to wait for it to be released now. I don't like playing on maps for an extended period early before others are able to. It's kind of not my jam, so. Seems to be just taking him a little bit longer than he was expecting to get it to a point where he can release it, so just have to be patient, I suppose. Have to be patient. Good things come to those who wait. Nasty wee southerly this afternoon. It was freezing. It was darn cold. Alright, this looks like it's going to be a good spot for us to put the auger out and throw some linseed into the Chinook's trailer. We are just about full there. Oh, he's gonna come across the hedge. There we go, we're full. We have to ask him to back up. Here we go. Not sure what the farmer would actually think about us just bailing straight through the middle of the hedge. Or bowling straight through the middle of the hedge. There we go. Right, knock that down. Get going again in a second. Linseed's great how it has such a high yield. But I do enjoy that. Keeps you busy. Yeah, no, that was a fresh southerly today, Ollie. Didn't bring the rain that they'd forecast with it, the showers, but alright, and he's off again. Come on. Here we go. We're going. It's 50% full already in that trailer. Impressive. How's the puppy destroyed anything recently? She's been good actually. She graduated from puppy preschool last night. She's good 90% of the time. Just typical puppy. She gets bored of things, or you don't give her enough attention. She just wants to be played with, right? So yeah, if you ignore her too much, it's not much fun for her. Yeah, isn't it funny how if the sun disappears in game, how much darker it makes it feel? I'm also looking at these wonderful reflections on the, we've got the reflection there on the screen. I don't know whether it's the sun coming through the window and casting a bit of a shadow on the glass of the monitor. Kind of cool. So we all just need to be played with. Something like that, Bo. Something like that. What am I doing for Anzac Day? We're taking the family up to Taupo for the long weekend. I'm not sure what we're going to do on actual Anzac Day yet, but we're going to have 3 extra boys with us. It's going to be a rather interesting. It could be entertaining. It could be incredibly tiring, but taking 3 of the boys' mates up, and it's a bit of a celebration for my oldest's birthday, which was last weekend. He wanted to go away up to Taupo and have some mates come with him, so we'll see how that goes. It's the first time we've done something like this, so it could be a good thing. It could be a complete and utter disaster. Let's wait and see. Ugh, come on. That sounds interesting, Yarn. Sounds interesting. Hoping this lag doesn't hang around. Hopefully it clears. Alright. Had enough rain. You had enough rain, I reckon. Really, you reckon, Ollie? I think we need a bit more yet. A bit more to bolster the soil reserves. I'm sure we'll get enough over winter, but it's been a good boost for all of the maize growers who've got grass seed straight in the ground after their maize. You're going to Turkey's World War I Dawn service, Brock. Good on you. Well done, mate. And Gallipoli even. So where are you now then? Where are you tuning in live from, Brock? I'm sitting at my ping. It's sort of up and over the 150, 160. Gosh, it's all over the place. 500, 800, 1,000, 12, 2,000. That is pinging up and around nasty. You're in Brisbane Airport right now. Nice, on your way to Gallipoli. That's awesome, mate. What an experience that will be for you. What an experience that will be for you. Alright, let's see how well I did on my first headland pass to not be running out. Where's my trailer though? Look at that, already, straw's already gone, the bale's already picked up behind us. Turn that off while we're waiting for our combine, our trailer to turn it back up. New and give Oblivion Remastered a look yet. I bought it and downloaded 115 gig. Not fired it up yet, 4 days off, so I'm sure I'll put in some hours. Nice. I saw that was a bit of an unexpected release, as I understand it, wasn't it? Kind of just, it was on the horizon, but just got dropped. First time leaving the country, Brock. Awesome. Well, safe travels to you. As you're able to tune into the stream tonight, and I hope you have a great experience. I don't want to say enjoyable, but you know, I'm sure it's certainly going to be a sobering experience, I imagine. Everyone I've talked to who's been to it certainly says it's a real eye-opener to the conditions and that. We have a really great exhibition at Te Papa in Wellington here, which commemorates Anzacs and Gallipoli and things like that. It was put together by Peter Jackson and Weta Workshop. And it's got these huge, like, massive figures of people who were involved, and like sets them in a scene, and it's just the detail, the level of detail in it. If you're a Kiwi and you haven't been, and you get the chance to go to it, highly recommend it. If you're a tourist and you get the chance to be in New Zealand, certainly something that you should not miss going to. Now, speaking of missing things, we're missing a little bit of linseed there, so I wasn't quite perfect on my headlands, but we'll worry about that later. Tidy it up. Currently harvesting soybeans. Texture looks great on a large field. Nice. What map are you playing on, Bo? So I know Antler 22's released some great soybean textures, so I'm quite excited to see those around. In terms of the more US row crop, worth having a look at. Don't watch too much rain or it'll wash the new seeds out. That's true. That's true. I think there's still a bit of scope for the ground to absorb some water, soak some water up. The Michigan map, nice. And God, like, I gotta admit, just looking over the fence there, over the hedge, and you see the rows heading off in the next field, well, and that's pretty cool. And you've got the haze and the light, and even just the trees at this time of year. Just the colours in the trees is pretty cool. Very nice. Your great-grandfather was sent to Gallipoli for World War One, so I had, what were they to me? My great-great-uncles, so they were my dad's great-uncles, two brothers who both died at Gallipoli a few days apart. Come on, catch up. Catch up. 4,000 unless you can ping there. Might have to go and see what's happening. There we go. You see the linseed going down in the back there. Chinook at? Oh, he's full. I thought you'd empty out, Chinook. Oh no. Be fast. I'd say it's I'd say the lag's my internet and other people on the servers are on just lots of people around at the moment. School holidays, kids staying up later, that kind of thing. Sabaton made a song about the cliffs of Gallipoli, did they? I haven't heard that one. Alright. Make a lot of songs about First and Second World War. Wow. Great-grandfather was lucky he survived World War One. He certainly was one of the lucky ones. Alright. And here we go. Alright, cracking along. Now let's jump out and have a little bit of a play at this angle. Got Hanson there running along behind, doing the baling, Hyper's picking up the bales. And we're harvesting. Now, going to do the old-fashioned double check that Steam's not downloading an update or something silly like that for me. Steam. No, it's saying 1 of 1 completed. That was completed much earlier. No. Not that. I see. I was going to say I thought I saw Chinook come back. It's like the trailer's about to tip over. Is that? Oh no, it's not even Chinook. Is that another trailer? It's a second trailer. Oh. Hyper's got the other trailer down here. That's my internet. Goodness gracious me, if you're sticking with me, thank you. This is frustrating. He pop surfed in the Second World War. Do you reckon the next World War is going to be in 3 years, Brock? I hope not. I hope not. Random bale, I thought that'd be right round and collected bales. Must have missed that one. It's definitely a 2-trailer job, this one. The Linseed. It's very high yielding. I think this field said it needed lime and ploughing too, which would mean we're not actually maximising our yields at the moment. Let's just have a look. Lime needs lime. Oh, it needs lime. It needs lime now. It didn't need lime before this. Doesn't need ploughing. You don't see that bale at all. Oh, it must be just glitched out, Hyper. Oh yes, I can see it. It's a floaty bale. Haha. It's a server glitch too. I don't think it's the internet camera feed's perfect packet loss between you and the server. Ah yeah. Could be that too, Garrick. Which is, isn't it funny that you'd expect if you were having issues like that, it'd be a it'd affect all your internet services. Obviously a glitchy bale. So those ones are floating too. Might be time for a server reset after the stream tonight. Give it a reboot. Gotta admit, I do feel like multiplayer servers over the last couple of weeks, almost since the update, haven't quite been as smooth as they were previously. Maybe something in the updates affected them. Like FSG and I lost that whole, 6 weeks worth of save off Paligny, which is Paligny, sorry, which is unheard of, and yeah, don't know. Chinook's having issues dumping the linseed by the sounds of things, but starting to wonder now whether the silo's full. Yeah. So is it? Yeah, my camera's smooth. Yeah. Good observation, Garrick. Poltergeists. Alright, what's that? At number 3. Here we go. Elder, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. Sorry to miss you on the weekend. I did see your message that you were heading back from the top of the south to the bottom of the south. Hope you had a good drive. This is a good one. Holy moly, how far forward are we going to jump on this one? Halfway down the field. Oh, there we go. I just decided, seeing it's 370 and the max price is 407, we're just going to sell it. Apparently the silo's full. We could use there as a farm silo over the other side, the dairy farm. Is he not in chat? What we can hear. Anyhow, Hyper, we're going to sell it. Just sell it. Where's the best price for linseed at the moment? Farm store bay 1. What's that? Oh, behind the farm store. Farm store bay 1 is best price. Behind the shop. So one behind the shop. Do we have pigs on the farm? Not on this one. Brock, we've got chickens and cows. 10, 20, 30, 40. Maxed out on cows. And a few chickens I'd like that. Well, that 360 chickens. In fact, just had some chickens. Just had some chicks. Just had some chicks. There's a mod released today on Mod Hub, which increased the capacity of some of the pens, like astronomically bigger, which I thought was fantastic. Also allowed you to put a gate in, and did it allow you to have no fence around the outside, which I thought was a nice little touch, because the way the fences are done on the pastures at the moment are a little bit annoying. You can't put a gate in or have them unfenced. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. Right, put that away. Times annual capacities, yeah. It doesn't make default ones, it doesn't make pre-built ones bigger though, does it, Garrick? It was just here's some of the in-game ones that are made bigger. Great if they made the ability to add capacity to the default ones, which was a PC mod in 22, I think. Gave that sort of options. Right. Oh, headland's just about done, which is nice. Oh, here comes Bender. Oh, I love those slow, not slow, fast syncs. So good. My internet's slower than the sinkers. Alright, we're going to go halfway past the bale. Come on. Catch up. There we go. Cheers, everyone. Abalor, 12-year-old tonight. Sherry casked. Delightful drop. Increasing capacities for food, slow milk, etc. Yeah, you'd be worried if they didn't provide that, right? You can have 500 cattle, but you can only put 2 TMR loads in. You've got to refeed them every 12 hours. Would be a challenge. Don't know what it is about this field, but it's one of the ones I like on this map. I'm just trying to think, like, what is my favourite field on this map? You know how people have their favourite field? A field you'd really like working in. Like this one here is kind of cool because it's got the big downslope into looking into there. But for some reason this field, just really like this field. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a slope on it as well. I don't know what it is. Right. Bender's here. Must have another hand. Taken over with the trailer there. Sure, he's been watching and knows that we're selling the linseed. Once he's fully can get rid of it. I wonder if what the price at the nearest sell point is. What one's that? It's the garden centre. Can you sell linseed at the garden centre? No. 14k out of that load. That's alright. Just trying to figure out if there was a closer sell point. Be closer down here. It's a selling station 2. All Spheres store. All Spheres. Yeah, see, all spheres is only $2 difference, so if you felt like going closer, you could go to that one. Might be a bit easier drive. Doesn't matter either way though. And go. Got the millennial farmers click your finger in your combine drives skills. And for whatever reason, it looks like that trailer's still tipped and still got linseed in the back of it. Oh my goodness, this server's having all sorts of fun with what I'm seeing tonight. Chinook caught in 4K using super strength to maneuver his tractor. Come on, mate. You're better than that. Yeah, these... Whoa. What on earth was that? What'd you do, Chinook? I reckon you might have grabbed him as he went past you or something. When you pressed the button to hop in, you picked him up. Yeah, please do. There's lots of witchcraft going on tonight. Look at that trailer. Look at Chinook's trailer. It's still got linseed in it, and it's still tipping. We had this one other night on this server too. I remember now. Oh, where are we going? Oh, does this go on a funny angle now? I'm trying to remember. Yeah, sorry, Chinook. The rows want to go on an angle now. There we go. I was kind of not on the right space. Oh look, your trailer's gone down into the right spot now too. There's a lot of witchcraft. A lot of witchcraft going on at the moment. Keep going, Chinook. Keep going. Keep going. I'm going to go back and start at the other end. It'll be easier. Plus there's like $10 worth of linseed sitting here. It is actually. What was it? I mean, not quite $10, but what was it? 300, almost $400 per 1,000 litres. So 100 litres would be $40. 50 litres would be $20. Actually, not far off. Far off. Now that we're empty, a good chance to cut into the field. So we might just go over and see if we can find about here. Here are good rows. Okay, maybe head to the other end now, Chinook, now that I've gone and done this. Let's see if we can safely jump back into cab. We can. Oh, 16 grand, nice. Hello Share, how are you? Great to see you. Hey, Scott Free for All, welcome, mate. Good to see you too. You must be up nice and early with no time zone shifts, right? Are you up early or stayed up late? Good to see you, mate. Good to see you. Hope you're well, but like Rosie Cat. Goodness. Oh yeah, that's right. I remember now these roads do go on funny angles. I think it's set parallel to the... in fact, we can have a look at it. Set parallel with the bottom, so we're kind of turning there and squaring off, so... I don't know why it doesn't do it parallel with that edge, which is straight up, but anyhow. A thunderstorm woke you up and you saw I was farming. Ah, nice. Oh, well, thanks for stopping in and saying hello, mate. Nice to get a message from you earlier this week too. That sounds exciting. Forward to that. Nice, Hanson to go and drop his bale out of the way. We lost the audio there for a minute. Yeah, I was thinking we could sell the straw too. Got some way too much straw. I'm gonna go back. Chinook. All going to plan, Ollie. It is going to be repaired tomorrow. They rang up last week and said if the glass gets here in time, they'll do it tomorrow. So I'm hoping the glass got here in time and they're going to do it tomorrow. There we go. It's getting dirty all of a sudden. But it did, I don't know if you heard, I think I told people on stream on Saturday, I don't know if I did actually, on the weekend. Is it still being held in? No, when we had that really strong wind last week, that easterly, because it was on the east side of the west side of the house, so I'm sure a lot of you know physics, but when you've got a wind blowing one way, it creates a positive pressure, and then on the other side of the building it creates a suction and negative pressure. So the window was on the negative pressure side of the house and we had those really strong winds and it sucked a lot of the glass out of the window. So we had a big mess all over the deck to clean up, and the tape held some of the glass in, but not all of it. So I had a bit of a clean-up job. I got it out as best as I can, but there's still quite a bit there. But hopefully they'll get rid of it all tomorrow. Hello, Alan. Good morning to you, mate. Overcast day in Portsmouth. Heard it had been a lovely day yesterday in the UK. Did I hear that right? Typically the day after a bank holiday you had a nice day. Hey Loyal, how you doing? Nice to see you. Philip, how you doing? Did you find a fix for the in-cab lag on multiplayer? Not so much a fix, but it seems to be better. Chinook and I spent about 40 minutes on Sunday afternoon playing around with some graphics settings, and I did a little private stream. So I was trying to replicate it as much as I can. So I had OBS running, I had YouTube running, I was playing the game and streaming all at the same time just to see if there was any correlation to an issue. And it's still there, but it seems to disappear now. So it seems to solve itself. But certainly earlier before when I started the stream I did have a little bit of lag, but so it's still not perfect. I think what the issue is, when I'm streaming, my frame rates are around 35, 40 frames per second, and I drop 20 frames, but basically OBS, the processing power OBS is using, seems to take up a few frames. When I'm playing without OBS running, I'm at a steady 60, like rock solid 60, and it definitely got better. It's still not perfect, but I think I was having the issue in single player too, but because I was dropping from 60 to 40 frames per second when I went in cab, I wasn't noticing it. So yeah, it's still not perfect, but it's definitely better. Yeah, Mr. Stream, you're already outside. Yeah, I can't remember if I told people on the weekend either, Ollie. It's because it's double glazed, it only broke the outside pane, so there's still a pane of glass in it. But yeah, no, we'd definitely have something in there. If it was single glass, I would have had an issue. Yeah, I'm good, Alan. Good, Alan. Looking forward to a long weekend this weekend here in New Zealand. It's Anzac Day on... I should actually have a poppy on, shouldn't I? It's a bit remiss of me. But yeah, it is Anzac Day, which is our Remembrance Day for our servicemen and women who have served throughout different conflicts, but most poignantly with World War I and Gallipoli, particularly with Australia. Right, there we go. Back down this way. I thought I'd help collect that bale. Huh. I was going to collect this other $20 worth of linseed on the way back. Next Chinook, there's a bale there. Yes, I can see that. YouTube's calling this Farming Simulator 25 again instead of Landwirtschaft Simulator. Yeah, and not the Astragon version either. Alright. Here we go. Lime then fert. You moved to a 2PC live stream setup and all your lag issues are gone. That would be the dream, Scott, but getting a second PC past Mrs. Argsy would be a monumental task, and I'm not even going to try. It was enough of not a battle, but last week, I haven't got it yet, I ordered a sim racing seat to be able to set the steering wheel, Thrustmaster wheel up on properly and do some sim racing and feel comfortable doing it, and it wasn't exactly a popular move. There we go. Well, we're going away, heading up to Lake Taupo, because it is my eldest son's birthday last weekend, and he wanted to go up there and take some of his mates. We've got, we have got 3 other boys coming up with us, so it's going to be Mrs. Argsy, myself, our 2 boys, and 3 extras for the weekend. So it'll be an interesting one. Going to be an interesting one. Then I'm back, get back on Sunday, go to work on Monday, and then Tuesday morning I go away on school camp with my youngest boy for 4 days until Friday. So, hence saying this is probably the last time I'll play Farming Simulator, or it'll definitely be the last time I stream until a week and a half away. What seat is on the way? I got the Next Level Racing GT Racer 2.0. You definitely have to choose the toys carefully. Yeah, the racing setup should be good. I'm going to try and use my laptop for it, and then goodness, what was I trying to say? I'm going to try and run it with my laptop, put laptop on WRC, and then use our TV. And see if it'll work on that, what it's like on that. Busy. Just so happens that where I'm going for camp is only about half an hour away from where we're staying this weekend too, so I was tempted to almost stay up there, but we'll come back. Yeah, it will make a big difference. They had 20% off them in Hyper, so I'd had my eye on it for ages, and I thought if I ever have it on special, I'll buy one. And it's a new model out. They only released GT Racer 2.0 a month ago. So to get 20% off that I thought was a bit of a steal. Yeah, get away from the kids for a bit. Yeah, and Bex said, Mrs. Ark said appreciate it too, Bo. You know that. She'd understand. I saw DJ's video on his gaming channel about that with the Logitech wheel and seat. It was an interesting choice. Looks comfy. Next Level Racing, which is an Australian company actually, they do a similar setup, and they actually released one only a week ago, which you can adjust the seat and the pedals to go from a Formula 1, like a Formula type setting, there's a camera, that way, so you're really laid back, to a GT Racer one where it kind of, the seat goes up and the back goes up, versus bum being down and seat being down and feet being high. It was quite clever how I've done it. But didn't really need that. East was good share, thank you. Yeah, definitely make a big difference, Hyper. Definitely make a big difference. Office chair's no good trying to race in because you push on your pedal and suddenly you go rolling back and you can't reach. G'day Ryan, how you doing? Harvest is going well, thank you. Good yields actually, and it's going straight to the market, which is good. So just selling it, not even putting it into the silos. Alright, I wanted to actually unload while we were going along here because I wanted to be empty. Is a new Palini going to be coming out soonish? Sad to say, Ryan, but Palini is going to be no more, unfortunately. We had a huge server issue. We went to log in on Sunday and record an episode, and the save had pretty much reverted to beginning of March, basically at the time we were harvesting the 2 little fields up the hill. So we'd lost all the work we'd done in preparing and planting those. We'd lost all the work on the grass work. Everything had just gone, back 6 weeks. So we've made the call, and we're gonna start a new series, new map, new challenge. Hopefully this weekend, all going to plan. So just have to keep an eye out for that. So the ArkZFSG multiplayer series will be continuing, but it will be somewhere else. You downloaded F124 today. The kids have been jamming F123 on PlayStation because that's the other way I can set if I set the rig up by the TV to use the monitor as a screen, I can also play Gran Turismo and other games on. Oops, put my hand on the steering wheel. Other games on PlayStation 2. So, I've got Gran Turismo. But yeah, the boys found I had F1 2023. Must have been a free game on PlayStation Network at some stage recently, and I'd obviously handed it to the library and they found it and downloaded it. They've been playing that quite a bit, which is kind of cool, watching them play. GT Omega Titan was the cheapest for shipping at the time. Yeah, shipping for sim racing, yeah, absolutely, it's big stuff. Even just to get something down from Auckland was it $60 or something like that. 10% of the cost, so 10% of the saving I made has gone on to shipping. Do I have a sponsorship with my YouTube videos like FSG with Thrustmaster? Not specifically like he does with Thrustmaster. I have the obviously Giants partner, have a partnership with G-Portal who provide all our servers, so that's all included. We've done some work with Thrustmaster before, but nothing else like that. I've actually got a copy of the Beam eye tracker. I know FSG's done the video on that, as have a few others, but I've been playing around with that and gonna hopefully do something with them soon. So yeah, things just crop up every now and then, Alan, but not quite big enough to crack that market like FSG has. Particularly considering the loot he got this week. Goodness. They seem like they're a very good company we partnered with. Mrs. Huxley will love that in the living room. Yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, Bo. I tell you what, as much as it pains me to say it, I can see her hopping in and having a go. She's she likes her cars. She likes motorsport, so we'll see. I might not be able to get into it myself. She might be in it all the time. Are we coming to Minnesota, Ryan? I would love to. I would love to. We've talked about it. Not this year. I don't think it'll be a this year adventure. But maybe a 2026 road trip. Argzine FSG Grand Tour. Something like that. Who knows? How good's that sunlight? You see a reflection sometimes and you're just like, gosh, that looks good. Oh, Chinook was just about full at the end of that last bus. Didn't realise that. He's gone. He's gone. Oh, we're coming to Minnesota with the new map. Oh, goodness. I mean, in real life we might too, Ryan. No, we're not actually. We're not. Need to get FSG down under. I'm working on that too. Oh. I'm working on that. He said he owes me a trip, so let's see if we can make it work sometime. Yeah, Waseca County. No, we've, yeah. To be fair, Bender, they do behave themselves when they're actually live on stream. They behave themselves. Sorry, just listening to what Chinook and Hanson and Bender are talking about in Discord at the moment. Plus, yeah, you know, we've got a map chosen, Ryan. We're just gonna get some mods installed and set up some farms and go from there. Grand tour of myself and FSG would be amazing. Yeah. We joked about it last year when we were in Wisconsin, Alan, so let's see if we can make it work. We'd love to time something around being able to maybe visit some YouTube farms, maybe visit some other YouTubers. I don't know. See the Midwest. Set up an auto backup too. We had it, Garrick. That's the problem. We literally, it was all set up how it should be. Auto backup. It got to the point where we had that one issue where we had to rebuild it, and yeah. We had that one issue on Palinue, and FSG got into the habit of downloading a save after every stream, every episode we recorded, but then nothing happened for about 5 weeks, and so he's like, oh, I won't do it. About 2 weeks later we had the problems. And it's pretty crappy story what they're talking about. We must be having to start think about a new field if we've got $1 million sitting in the bank account. Yeah, it's frustrating. It is frustrating. I was just gonna have a look. What have we got? We could clear our loan. It's $450,000. Or we buy a new field. Yeah, it seemed to be connected to the game updates both times, Garrick, so. Fair enough, Ryan. Good to see you, buddy. Take care. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. Everyone else who's joined, I appreciate having you all here as well. If you haven't already, make sure you do drop that thumbs up, hit a like on the stream. I'm pretty sure everyone here is going to be subscribed, but if you're not, Appreciate it if you do click that subscribe button. Be amazing. Watch out, Bender's going to go straight into the back of the trailer. Oh, back of the baler. Yes, got him. Number 13. Good man. Much appreciated, Ron. Much appreciated. Good morning to you, Nina. How you doing? Nice to see you. Hope you're well. Not gonna lie, I've not had a chance to watch Mr. Seeley's extended video of his week on the farm, but it's on my list of things to try and catch up on this weekend. Looking forward to catching more of his experiences becoming a professional farm sitter. The caterpillars are gone to the next stage now. Chrysalis is exciting. So how long are they going to be in that stage for? Share, are they how long is it for them to metamorphosize into butterflies? Doused as cabin grain as a reward, I know. Cab linseed. Oh. We must be where are we? We always talk about it. We're almost through the first month of Q2. We haven't heard anything on precision farming yet. We haven't heard anything on the second DLC yet. What's happening? Where are you, giants? I suppose maybe they're getting Easter out of the way. Now that Easter's out of the way, whether we're going to start to see some more announcements, more updates, more information around things. Who knows? Be interesting. Jason, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. Still subscribed, 31 months a member. Thank you, mate. That is incredibly generous of you. Appreciate the support. Hope you're all well. Hope things are going well for you. Alright, what's Bender up to? He's 66% full, so throw that out and keep topping him up. We're making good progress. Now, I'm going to let you all guys into a little secret. These are quite possibly one of the best sweets out there. RJ's licorice bullets, mixed raspberry licorice bullets. Haha. Candy, Chinook, do you want me to call it candy? They are fantastic. And they're made half an hour away from me. It's even better. And excuse me for a second. Excuse me. It's certainly one of my faves. And it's dangerous having it next to my computer. I'll sit here and literally eat a whole packet. Yeah, Ollie knows what I'm on about. Chinook's supporting my life decision there too. It was great actually giving over at FarmCon last year, taking the what was it, the pineapple lumps over for the share with some of the others. It was a pretty popular thing. Don't eat them, they'll make them sneeze. Allergies kick off. Overusing 4 million litres of lime on every field. I hear you on that, Hyper. I hear you on that. 10 months ago you subscribed, share. Feels much longer than that I've known you. You're part of the furniture around here. Oh, keep going if you want, Bender. I just don't like the beep that beeps at me. You're passing through the bin, stop at the factory, you get second cut ones for real cheap. I know. I've been there a few times. Sometimes the Mad Butcher sells the big... you can't hear it, no. Sometimes the Mad Butcher sells the big off-cut bags of licorice all sorts, and that's also one of my vices. You're glad Floyd just went to bed with me talking about licorice. True. True. Right, we've been in cab for a while. Let's have a look-see. How far are we through this? We've got a couple more passes on the other side over there. Actually, we must only have 3 and 2. So, yeah, not too far to go at all. It is 100% a good thing, yeah. 100% a good thing. And then Scott coming in with the massive 50-month flex. Good to see, mate. Good to see, buddy. Sleep well. Oh, Chinook, where are you going? Appreciate you tuning in, saying hello, and please keep in touch with your plans for later in the year. Oh, the Carousel Factory shop, the fruit sticks. I don't know if you get those. One of the guys at work, where I used to work, used to go in and buy a bag of those every week, and we'd just have it sitting on the desk and they'd be gone within a couple of days. Anyway, everyone would sort of come up, they'd find a reason to come into the office we were in and just go, fruit sticks, okay. Don't mind if I do. That is a huge amount of months. Speaking of which, actually reminds me, last week it was 5 years since my first video, 14th of April. Completely flew by. I need to put it on my calendar so I remember it. 14th of April 2020 was my very first video I made for YouTube. So here we are, 5 years and 6, 7, 8, 9 days later. 20,300 subs later. And still going strong. So happy birthday to the channel for last week. On that note, it's also 20 years today. This is a funny thing. I feel like I haven't been on YouTube very long, but YouTube turned 20 today. It was YouTube's 20th birthday. So I've technically been on YouTube for a quarter of its life. It feels strange thinking that. Fruit sticks and the nougat. Oh, I haven't had the nougat. Excuse me, haven't had the nougat, Ollie. To try that out at some stage. Right, we're going to tick over $1 million tonight. It's going to be a nice milestone to have. Chinook's going to get that bail, is he? No, he's missed it. Yeah, thank you, Garrick. It's cool little things to celebrate. Very dangerous. One thing I learnt from my business coach is that you always celebrate those little milestones. They're always worth just celebrating a little thing, so I do need to. I should do it now while I remember about it. Because I don't even know where my phone is. Can't. Permanent invite in my calendar to remember it. Actually, I could set it up in Discord as a recurring invite too. Yeah. June 2010 you made the account, never felt the need to make a video though. It's nice to have an account though, right? I quite often create playlists of other videos to share for things, so like having been learning Blender, I'll often find a useful video about Blender and share that, save that into a playlist so I can go and refer to it later. It is incredibly helpful. I know, Bo, I know. I was meant to do it on Monday and then didn't get around to it. Didn't get around to it. Which I feel bad about. actually. Let's do a dance with Chinook. We'll go back down this way and tidy this up. What map is this? This is Calmsden Farms or Oakbridge by Oxygen David Henrik. It is known as Oakbridge on Mod Hub, but we still call it Calmsden Farms because that's what I've known it for the last 4 years. Hey Mark, how you doing? Work got in the way. We're also on that point where we've changed time zones, right? So you guys, it's what, 11 AM for you already? And it's only just gone 10 PM, so we've gone from Argsy at breakfast to Argsy in the middle of the work morning, so. Might also mean we see a wild DJ jump into chat soon, because he often got up in time to catch a stream. Hate to see you've had YouTube Premium for years. It's a good reason to have it. Make it sound like talkback radio. I've been watching, just looking at people who do podcasts. I'm trying to figure out a way that you could make a farm sim podcast interesting. No one's really done it. I watch like some of the radio stations I listen to, like they have podcasts on the side as well as their radio show, and they're hugely successful. And I never expect I'd ever emulate that, but kind of look at what other people are doing and going, is there a way you could make a fun farming simulator podcast? I don't think it'd work, right? This wouldn't be the same. Wouldn't be the same without a tractor in the background, even if it is just me talking for 2 hours. Not for radios. That's my go-to ollie when I'm mowing the lawns. Buds in, earmuffs on, go mow the lawns listening to Not For Radio. It has me in hysterics. And that's when I'd like look at that and go, right, how could you do something similar and make it successful for farm sim? How could you get the farm sim community? What could, here's a good question. I'll phrase it this way. As a player, what would you like to be able to share from your experiences that you think would make good content but don't have the platform to do it in? Like, you know, what I'm thinking here is like, obviously farm sim's a visual game, right? So it'd be very hard to do something that's audio only. So it might be a podcast that has video content to it, right? Podcasts have kind of evolved to, you know, vlogs and that kind of thing, you know, video casts where it's just people sitting on a couch talking and it's video to go with it. But like, as a player, is there something like your favorite screenshot, or is there an experience you'd have that you want to share? Is there a funny experience? I don't know how it would work. You'd need a guest for it. You would need a guest for each episode. Absolutely. I'm kind of thinking, would it need to be yeah, I don't know. It's something I've always looked at, and I know, like, you know, DJ and Clutch with the Farm Sim show and that, which they haven't really done much of lately, and, you know, FSG and I've obviously done a little bit with the From the Field, which always seems to get a good reputation, good rap, but just, yeah, just curious. Curious if there's a way we could make it work. Because if we haven't figured it out, I like talking. And I'll normally go on for quite a while. Podcasts are hard work, I can imagine. How you doing, Ron? Good to see you. I'm thinking, see, it's people like you actually, Ryan, who I reckon it'll work really well for, is someone who sits in the cab of a sprayer, a tractor, a combine for hours, or in a car at work and wants something to listen to that's not just music, and you know, you have something that's audio, but could be visual at the same time. Not for radio is a staple in the tractor, I can imagine. Bit of you'd not listen to. The herding cats type of thing. Mr. Silly Ped talked about it, and actually, you know, I had a chat to him about it when we were over at where were we? Wisconsin, at Case. Maybe you need to catch up on part of that. If you were part of your podcast, you'd make it entertaining. I mean, and I wouldn't be against getting anecdotes from players or getting just someone random to come in and just talk about their experiences of playing Farm Sim. I don't know. Player achievements of the week. I borrowed a 35 hectare field with red beet and it took me 8 hours to harvest and I got 3.4 million litres off it. It'd be interesting to see how it could work. Are you calling you random? Just a little bit. Just a little random. I don't know, like the Not For Radio, that's successful because of what people contribute. It's not successful because of what they talk about. It's the stories people provide. And I take it with a grain of salt, the number of stories, that how many of them are authentic versus made up. But it's a laugh, right? Don't know. Don't know, it was just a thought. It's a thought I've been having. Been having lots of thoughts. Lots of thoughts of how to reinvent a little bit of what I'm doing. Arksy having thoughts. You're not allowed to think, Arksy, just do. People are paid lots of money to think, it's not you. Just do. You mean bleached carrots, Bo? Right, get Chinook full. He is 96%. Bender's going to be back here with his trailer and go, I wish I took that last 5% because it probably would have gone in the trailer. There you go, he's off. No, I think we're going to get a bit more than that 6% I think you had in the trailer. Need a little bit more than that. You're a driver. I tried to encourage the kids to watch that tonight. Be appropriate, is NASCAR Talladega, or was it this weekend? This beam was Talladega, or was it coming up? Might be far away. Interesting. Have you noticed the lag has subsided or just about completely disappeared? As I say that, it's going to lag for me, but it certainly hasn't been this bad. That's karma. It certainly hasn't been as bad as it was at the start of the stream. I don't know what that is. Night, Ollie. Good to see you, mate. Enjoy the rest of your holidays. I just jinxed myself. See? Stop talking, just drive. Stop talking, just drive. Watch Ricky Bobby, then Days of Thunder afterwards. Would be good. Would be a good way to do it. Right, what are we going to be doing? Must be a tractor driver. It's the same movie. So we've got the fertilizer spread. I think have they started mulching? Lime spread, sorry. Started mulching. lime's just about done mulching. Not mulched yet. Doesn't need ploughing. So we're, what are we fertilising? Are we going to spread slurry or digestate on this? Shake and bake. I love the Predator baby Jesus. Alright, last pass. And linseed will be done. Yeah. Here it comes. Oh, you get a 10,000 litres. It's going to be well more than you would have fitted Bender, so. He was a man, he had a beard. Walker and Texas Ranger. Am I getting into sim racing? I know more than I have for a long time, Ryan, but I actually bought a seat, finally. You know, the funny story is, hey DJ, how you doing, buddy? Yay, time zones have changed, you can see a stream. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you. We moved into our house 8 years ago, and when we moved house, I bought the template and the MDF from the old house that I'd bought previously and started cutting out. I bought that along with the old Subaru front seats that I'd also purchased. I moved those down here to finish making my sim rig, and it's still not finished. So I finally thought, stuff it, I need to get something. What seat did I get? I got a Next Level Racing GT Racer 2.0, which is an Australian. Look, I'll show you. Here it is. Bring that up. And then I'm pairing it with the T248 because I've already got that. That's it there. So yeah, pretty cool. I think. I don't know. I'll find out. So next step will be getting a monitor stand, and there's a whole lot of bits and pieces they have you can go with it. Not under assembly wheels, compatible products. They do a freestanding triple monitor. So yeah, start piecing it together. So that is that's what I ended up with. Yeah, and then the T248 is gonna be attached to it finally, instead of sitting in a cupboard, not getting used. Rural Pilot, how you doing? It got renamed to Oak Bridge Farms, so it's still a mod hub, but anecdotally it sounded like because it was named after the real place of Calmsden, there was several people were just tuning up on the farm, and sort of it's out of, I don't know if there's more to the story or not, but Oxygen David decided he wanted to rename it just to take that attachment away from the actual real life place, to try and reduce sightseeing, so to speak. So we've just never changed it. We just thought it's always been called Calmsden Farms, so stuck with it. Here we go. Right, job done. But yeah, it's still a mod hub. Oak Bridge, it's what you want to look for to find it. You were looking for a reason to move on your wheel and base to get some Moser gear. What have you got at the moment, Ryan? I've already got the wheel. It was just the bottom part that I needed. So that in there. Ah, hammer in the wrong way. We push this all the way in the back. Let's see. Dump that, fold that. Well, let's see if we can find where the hitch is. We're gonna have to pretend that we're just going fishing at the moment. Oh, that's not good. Ugh. It's not good at all. Yeah, thanks, Mojo. Yeah, it does look good. Pretty happy with how it looks. What's this hitch? Oh, it's sticking right out there. Okay, there it is. Yeah, but I've been doing a little bit of a WRC. There's a racing league we've had going with on FSG's Discord. Just a few stages a week, and hopefully having a proper rig set up on the wheel. I had been using the Thrustmaster steering wheel that I've got, or the little controller, and it wasn't ideal. So yeah, fingers crossed this is going to make it easier. Now we're not going to go out this way. It is difficult. We'll try and get out this way because I think it's going to be easier. Still the same map, exactly the same map. Rural Pilot is just the name change. All that's happened. How you doing, Nismo? Good to see you, buddy. You haven't done any deliveries to Palmy, have you? I'm expecting Main Freight to bring my sim rig down. It's just. So this is a tough gate to get out. Even tougher to get out with the header trailer on the back. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to get this out of here. See you, Chinook. Thanks for your help, mate. Appreciate you being here. Ugh. We might have to do a Chinook on this and get ourselves up. Get ourselves out. Pretty sure it's just the tree at the front that's causing the issues at the moment. Okay, we're out. Right, let's jump the hedge a little. Get turned around before that tree. Ugh. I know normally you'd probably, if you were doing this in real life, you'd bring the header out with a tractor rather than on the back of the combine. I know. But we made it. We're out. Done. Put some flashes on. Safety first. Oh. Just enough room to squeeze past. Except, then I'm going to lag into that. Yeah. Not good. Do it this way. I always feel safer doing it this way. What do you got? Fanatec is CSW with ski sprint pedals. Track racer TR8. Ah, right. And that's it's the TR8, track racer TR8. It might be what FSG's got, I think. Do I ever say where in New Zealand I'm from? I'm in the Manawatu Rural Pilot, so bottom half of the North Island. Ooh. Alright, here we go. Just about back. This skate's nice and big, right? Alright, there we go. Let's do a little bit of maintenance on this. Where's our trigger? So, we'll repair that. Yes. Probably doesn't need repairing, nope. And repair that. Yes. Okay. Grab this. Give it all a good wash. Used to live there and worked in the Waikato. Contracting. Nice, Royal Pilot. Where are you from now? Or where are you now? Or where are you from? 10 days or so. Oh, are you telling me about how long the butterflies will be in their chrysalis for? I wonder what you were talking about there for a second, Share. That was a long time ago. Dear Argsy, Dr. Fisher's late for the stream as he had to work. Signed his mum. Well, thank you. Thank you for letting me know why Dr. Fish was late. Dr. Fisher's mum, I much appreciated. Good to see you, mate. Glad you were able to join, even if it is a little bit late. Right. We'll go and park this down. It can just sit down here on the edge of this, and that'll be out of the way, I think. That off, turn all our lights off. Here we go. Right, job done. Now, what have we got? What are you planting in there, Chona? Hanson, what are you planning on planting? Pull the combine trailer out with the ute. Yeah, that would have been the bright way to do it. Does it need ploughing? Does it actually need ploughing? It doesn't show needing ploughing on the map, but it says it needs ploughing. Okay, I'll bring the plough on the stone picker down there. Yeah, we'll plough, that's fine. Okay, so you want to make the field? Yeah, okay, I see. Yeah, make it a bit bigger. Understood. Maybe not me doing it. I'll lay my way around the outside of the field. End up merging it with the adjoining field. Alright, we go. Going from driving a authentic real to region class combine to now having the most audacious rock picking ploughing setup known to man. Now this is going to be the big test. Can my frames handle me changing into this cab view? Yes, they can. Okay, good. Drove through a few times on the way to Alley. Definitely didn't miss much. Real Pilot. You're in Canada now, been here 4 years in Saskatchewan. Oh, nice. Where are you from originally, though? Are you a Kiwi? Well, you've used sweet in your sentence, I'm going to assume you are, but... Nice, you're working on farms in Saskatchewan. That's certainly a... that's going to be a crash into there. That's somewhere I'd love to visit too, just to see that part of the world. At some point. Best plough setup. Definitely is a good plough setup. Definitely a good plough setup. Do you know what I reckon I can do? I'm going to try something. I'm going to try something. I'm going to try and set up... Ooh, sure. Alright. Let's unfold that. Unfold that. Alright. This is what I'm going to try. Does it detect the field down here? No, it doesn't. I'm going to mulch first. Alright. I'm still going to try and set up what I wanted to set up. See if it'll work. Originally from Topol. Oh yeah, cool. 12,000 acres to seed. That's going to keep you busy. Oh, nice, mate. Heading up to Topol on tomorrow, actually. Going out there for a couple of days. So see, this is the issue. There's fields not detected. Apparently, if we plough the edge of the field, it makes it detectable. Let's see, it will detect further in. I don't know what the issue is with this one to not be detectable, but you would have noticed we obviously were using the steering assist for everything previously. What do I want to do? There we go. So I was going to bump this down to say 8.5 meters. That way, technically speaking, I should be able to come down and turn this on, and then we can plough the edge. See, we're overlapping a little bit. So we'd keep the field exactly the same size, but because I've reduced the overlap, it would work. And then you just reset it for the next one to the right width. How's that for thinking, eh? Just don't go too fast when you get to the edge. Right, that's that figured out. Let's go and start mulching. See, it'll do it there too. See, I'm getting about 2 shanks past. Can I start behind the mulcher? No reason not to, eh? I'll accept. No, I might have to let the mulcher do a lap or else I'm not going to be... We could make this field quite a bit bigger actually. Yeah. Oh, so it should not do that. I'll lose my course and we know it won't redetect. Alright, let's leave that. We'll see how it goes. Let them get around. Yeah, it's still there. I've still got it. Because if I go... What's that button again? Let's turn those lines on so we can see them for this one. Oh, has it actually lost it? Thought I'd fixed it. Did I go okay on? Oh, when I changed the lines, I went okay. Yeah. I think there's a yield benefit for mulching, though. I thought there was. Right, there we go. We only do one woodland. Yeah. Right. Okay. Strange happenings. Right, we'll let the mulch catch back up. Okay, I haven't seen it as an issue. You do it to help reduce blockages when seeding. Makes sense. No one likes to have a blocked seeder. It's funny how the foliage, when it's growing there, is sort of loses that colour in autumn. But when you chop it, it goes back to green. Here we go, done. Whiskey done. Right, so we cracked $1 million, 1,024,000. Let's just have a little, while we're waiting, let's just have a little bit of an explore of the map. So at the moment you can see what we own. So the whole idea was to try and own the map for this, but the land's so expensive, it's taking us a while. But we've got $1 million, so start looking at where we might branch into next. Maybe field 31 would be a goer. over the road from here. We could even get 31, that's 325 and 69. We could actually get both of those fields. 6, maybe 6 would be a better option because it's closer to the yard and shop and maybe more accessible. Oh yeah, 17 would be an option too, 818,000. We kind of want to keep the ones, I mean the other option would be to get rid of these grass ones because they just keep coming back with grass contracts on them, don't they? And the baling contracts, which suck. Maybe we should buy 23 and get rid of the, so that we don't keep on getting the baling contracts and keep like field 6 and field 17 for potential arable contracts. Be an idea. Something to think about. You know, it makes sense in real life, just haven't seen much use in game. Pretty sure it's does it say under the help? What's the help? Into detail mulching. Get a bonus on your yield for the next harvest. Here you go. There is a yield bonus for mulch. Whether that'll still exist when precision farming's a thing, who knows. Now I need to change this to... You know what I probably have to do actually is 2.5%. Hanson. Let's log in as admin. Remember the password. There we go. Now what's allow create fields? Is it Y? Control Y. Hyper's good. He'll figure it out. What's how allow create fields? I thought it was Y. It's not showing up in my menu. Right, let's find out. Lower that down. Allow create fields. There we go. Now I've got it. Here we go. Right. Oops, don't fold. I want to turn it on. Turn it on. Lower it down. All right. There we go. So we're expanding the field ever so slightly, like the smallest apart we can. Just gonna go full speed around the corners, see how big a mess I can make. You spend 12 hours a day for all of January doing it across the farm. We should call you the Mulch King. What's my name? It's Mulching. No. Mr. Mulch. Mr. Mulch. That's my name. That name again is Mr. Mulch. Oh, there we go. It's working. Whether it fixes our little issue or not would be another question, but it's working. That is the main thing. I'll be able to tell once I've done a lap. I'll try and recreate a course and see if it's worked or not. Wasn't a fun job, but not everything on the farm can be. I hear you on that. Right, let's slow down before we lag into the trees. We're on the plough, because we're going to lift it up. go. Now back ourselves through, ignore the fact that the rock picker is going to go through there. Turn that on. A little bit closer. Oh, I can't see. Yeah, that works. It's good enough to being near enough for me. Take that. We'll take that. Just need to remember to turn off the create fields when we're finished doing a lap as well. We'll test, see if it's worth it. Yeah, why not? Alright. How close we can get here. That's better. Alright. Beauty. Beautiful. Now we should be able to get it all the way to the other end without having any issues now. Spray mechanic let slip I'm getting a new sprayer after seeing. Oh, nice. Does the spray mechanic indicate what type of new sprayer you might be getting? The amount of stuff you could look at making videos on like that bow is just astronomical. You have to have a real analytical mind to figure out the best way to do it. We've got almost half a rock picker of rocks after one lap. I wonder if it's worth bringing down the half round trailer. Probably is. Still love the audio. It's such satisfying, some of these sounds. New model Miller Nitro, same as yours, but new cab. Ah, nice. There you go. Stick with what you know, eh? If it works, it works. Oh, that was close. I use the nitro, so yeah, I remember you saying about that last year, or at another stage that you used the sprayers as windrows. And I remember looking it up now. Hey Crofter, how you doing? Long time no see. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're well. Alright, moment of truth. Lap of the field done. We'll get up here, finish off, and then we'll see if we can recreate a course using the new field edges. Now that we've just increased the size of this field ever so slightly. we go. Right. So, let's jump into here. Reset things. Seems to be working. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to go and create a course over next to one of these other fields. Before I do that, let's turn off our allow field creation. So that lowered. Limit to fields. There we go. It should be limited to fields now. So let's just drive through here into the neighbour's field and see if I can, just to make sure I've completely cleared the course. Yeah, I'll sort that out in a sec. Oh, so it hasn't detected a field in here now. Yeah, thanks for the reminder, Dr. Fish. Interesting. Alright, let's go back the other way now and see what happens. Yeah, it's interesting, eh? Busy, hope you're good. Yeah, I'm doing good. Doing good, thanks. Well, let's have a look. Oh, let's see, it's already detected it, but there's no way I can... Oh, yeah, there we go. So it did scan it, pick up a field. So it looks like it's fixed it. Put that down to 9 meters, which is the width of the plough. There we go. Happy days. Happy days. Right. Kiwi Sim Farmer, how are you, buddy? Good to see you. How'd your stream go tonight, mate? Have a good one? Is the realistic crop destruction doing something funny to the field? I don't know. It's funny now that that seems to have fixed it. So I'm not quite sure. Can't say I've noticed a flashing one. There, Crofter, at all? What? Is that all you wanted? Did you only want to plough one lap? Oh, okay. I'll just do the field. Oh, so that's all I needed to do. Okay. I'll stop then. Or I fill up on stones. Okay. Right. Because the field doesn't need ploughing, we're not going to plough it for no reason. We are going to call it quits on that. Take this all back. Therefore, we don't need the trailer down here. We've got all the rocks. And there we go. Had fun with an AI worker. There we go. I had fun with a real worker. Me. You found it funny, Bo. Yeah, you had AI workers, I had Chinook to worry about. I don't know which is worse. Alright, we'll jump back into the app. Self on Discord again, so you guys don't have to listen to me. Might be the map. Yeah, I think it might be a map update. Oh, for the contracts or? Yeah, not sure. We ain't sure. Are you building the pirate shipping game? Nice, yeah. Nice. I haven't done any of those construction. I haven't actually done any construction missions. I haven't even built a farm shed or something like that yet. Need to find an excuse to do a bit more forestry. Actually had fun when I was using that FDR equipment a wee while ago. Oh. Not meeting like this, Hanson. Chinook did. He was picking trailers up and throwing them everywhere. I could have just kept on ploughing. Where's our tip trigger for this? Down the other end. Alright, here we go. Oh, you've got the contracts flashing on Rec Darks. Okay. Maybe it is a map thing. What map you had issues on, Crofter? Westbridge Hills. Yeah. Maybe it's just farm sim, eh? Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Bender's off. See you, buddy. Thanks for the help. Oops. Glad you were able to join tonight. Have it in your head you want to farm pigs, never done them before, you're going to have to do it. There you go. I still find animals, I still don't feel animals take quite the effort that they would in real life. I was going to say, what's going on with this? It's all over the place, but it had glitched out a little. It's too easy to feed them and just walk away. Still think they need something more. Right, I'm focused on trying to get all the way down there without crashing. Jinxed myself saying that, didn't I? Right, we're in. So, next question. Does it detect the field? Yeah, it does. Okay, let's fix it. Fix. I guess I can probably go... Right, why is that idle work for me? Oh, because I had it set on AI work. Steering assist. Yep. There we go. Right, so I don't actually have to do the headlands either, which is nice. Just mention water. You mention all you like. I must say it's nice having a degree of confidence that I can change into in-cab view. Catch you later, Bender. Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, that is a good point. Yeah, you do have to grow a few different things for them, don't you? Hyper. Good point. Right, are we speed limited by our GPS at the moment? No. No, we weren't. Okay. on it. Getting it done. I still don't think it's perfectly fixed hyper, but Chinook spent about 40 minutes with me on Sunday just going through some different graphics card settings and making some tweaks actually in the NVIDIA settings. So I don't know whether what we've done is perfect. I'm kind of tempted to see if I can save those settings and then do a full reset on my graphics card settings and see if I still have the issue. I think what exacerbates it when I'm streaming is my frame rate's already dropped down to about 40 frames per second because of, I think it must be OBS. It's all I can put it down to is the processing power OBS is using to render the video out for the stream. So when I then had a 20 frames drop going in cab, it was becoming more noticeable. Whereas when I was playing on single player and I was just frame rate locked at 60 because I've never bothered going above 60, I didn't notice the issue because it was dropping to 40. So I think it was happening on single players anyhow. It was just that streaming exacerbated it. Multiple piglets at time, not at one at a time. Yeah, there's those kind of things. Sheep would be the same, eh? You should be able to get the chance of having twins or triplets. That's weird. Like seasons in 22, actually 22, didn't 22 give you multiples? But seasons in 19 was just so good for some of those bits and pieces. I think people just completely underestimate how good that mod was. I know a lot of people enjoyed it, but there was so much going on in it. So good. NVIDIA came out with an amazing update this week, yeah. Yep. You can just use corn gives 15 as long as you're over 45. The pigs will have 100% health, less slurry though. Ah, is that right? So you'd think it should be that way, or should it be more complicated? Don't know. G'day, FS Consultancy. How you doing? Do you like a good production change? Video not up to causing trouble again. They had an issue. Chinook shared it in our Discord that some update they'd done was causing issues with external fan controllers causing overheating or something. Hello Klaus, how you doing? Great to see you, welcome along. I don't know what that was about, but it was there. Right. So Hanson's spreading fertilizer, Piper's mulching, we're cultivating, and before you know it, we will have this field from ready to harvest linseed to having the next crop in it already. What do I think of the Elder Scrolls? I've never played the Elder Scrolls games share, so honestly I don't have any real opinion on it. Never really got into those kind of games. The remnants of where a tractor got thrown through the field. Just picked up and biffed. There was so many good things about it, right? Just the fact that you could dry grass and all sorts of wonderful parts to that mod. Alright, I think we'll go once more in the field, and we're at our 2 hours. a long weekend ahead of me, so I don't want to be staying up too late. So we'll get this done. And we call it quits there. Been fun though, it's been good. Good to get all of this field sorted. Get $1 million plus into the bank account. And what do we have? We must have a fair amount of money sitting tied up, do we? There's almost another $500,000 worth of product and things there. Got some canola floating around, corn floating around. Plus any significant value. Chunk of sorghum down there. Chunk of wheat down there as well. So they all January. What did I see? Corn's January, canola's December. Yeah, they don't take that much wheat barley though, do they? Like 10,000 litres a time. But yeah, we do. Did you build a new one? It's just gone 11 o'clock, Crofter. Go big or go home, right? Oh, I could sort by value. Good call. Good call. Looks like a great mod. 22nd best mod in Farming Simulator. Very good mod, Mark. Very good mod. I don't know if you hear me when I said I finally got my report for my mod this morning. No, yesterday morning. Evening. To say what it had failed on, and I knew what it was going to fail on because I was looking at it again about a month ago, and I realised there was 3 textures in it that weren't meant to be there. You know, I don't think the test runner didn't pick it up, but it came up as a warning in the log, which I'd completely overlooked. So I'm pretty sure I might have already fixed it. I'm not sure. I can't remember now, but. At least it wasn't much. That was about all I had to do. There were some placeable warnings about owned with farmland. I don't understand the warning about owned with farmland, because why, if it's a placeable, would I want it to be bought with farmland? I kind of don't understand that unless you were using it as a placeable in a map. I suppose that'd be the only way, is if someone wanted to use it as a placeable in a map as a dependency. Then you might want to be able to buy with farmland. I don't know. I'll need to give it some thought. Give it some thought and look into it. Yeah, there we go. That's what Mark's got here. I've got a bulk buy bunker, which you can buy lime, fertilizer and stones out of, just to refill up out of. I've also got, and then I've got some standalone ones, so a separate manure. Oops. Is that not stopping? I've got a manure, stone, lime and fertilizer as individual bunkers as well. A couple of different options. Yeah, so I mean that's just a single line of code, so at least I know how to add that in Mark. It'll be easy. Easy peasy. Alright. But there you go, headland's done. Headland's done. This ready to go across the field. Split them into some chunks, and that's it. We'll leave that there. Turn it off, leave our lights off, and leave it ready for the next person to come and take over with. There we go. Off to bed. Cheers, Bo. We'll catch you later, mate. But I've also, Crofter, I've also got a poultry pack that I've submitted to Mod Hub as well. So that's hopefully going to be going through testing, I don't know, sometime in the next however long it takes for giants to get to there. But for those who haven't seen them, where are they? Show you this. So that's the bunkers there. So stones, manure, fertilizer, lime. So they're individual ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we've got a lime, fertilizer, stones in a single covered one. And you can either back up into them and fill them directly into your fertilizer spreader or whatever you've got on the back, or as I'm showing here, you can use a wheel loader to drive in, fill up with manure, and dump that into your manure spreader as well. So yeah, that's what those are. And then these pole shed screenshots. This is the pole sheds I've made as well. So these are, I submitted these a week or so ago. So 3 different sizes: 3 bay, 4 bay, 5 bay shed, varying, and as they get bigger, they get deeper and wider, with wider bays. I've also got object storage built into them, so with or without object storage, which you can see there. So there's a version which has all the object storage stuff with it, or without. So yeah, they've both in for testing. So hopefully we'll see those sometime soon. Need some decent round. I didn't actually think about the red crop ones. I could have done 5 for all of those. We'll have to wait and see. I've got some other plans for the sheds too, as a bit of a expansion on them, is to enclose some bays or turn them into like a calf shed where they might have animals in them. Maybe put a enclosed bay on one end that could have a workshop trigger in it or something like that, but that's a wee while away. Couple of weeks you'll be able to join again. Nice, Ryan. Good to have all the work done, eh? I will, thank you. Thank you. Cheers, Garrick. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how they've all turned out, actually. It's been a nice learning curve. It's a good one to learn. Anyhow, that is going to do it for me. As I said earlier, we are away until, well, the better part of a week and a half. So there won't be any live streams until probably Sunday and that might be a challenge too. Possibly Sunday the 4th. However, I do have a football tournament that day. So it could even be Saturday the 3rd of May. So nothing for the next 10 days or so. I've got a video lined up for later in the week, but nothing else recorded. FSG and I will be back together on Sunday recording something for next week for a new series. So do keep an eye out for that. I'm looking forward to bringing something new. A little bit sad to say goodbye to Palani, but it was just getting a little bit too frustrating, I think, with the issues we were having. So anyhow, everyone enjoy the next week and a half, whatever it is, wherever you are. Stay safe, have fun, enjoy some farm sim. Hopefully we'll see some news coming on some DLC and that soon. But yeah, until we do, we'll catch you next time. Take care. Bye for now.